We've reached the most sensitive step. We have to bring the system down and physically upgrade the server components. Operations are no longer processing, and so minimizing downtime is absolutely vital. For this matter, we have to make sure our upgrade has been rehearsed several times, the procedure has been documented, and pitfalls have been anticipated. This is not the time to improvise or be creative. There are two steps to be carried out just before shutdown. The first is the last UTF-8 refresh. This is going to copy the remainder of the history data, messages, and object audits, but only to the point where production stops. Then we run the final UTF-8 step. This is going to generate the SQL statements that are going to be mailed to you by the system. They'll also be written to the static var objects contained in the workflow. At this point, we bring down the system. We have to compartmentalize the functional and technical aspects. Functional means stopping IT operations while avoiding unwanted impacts, like critical job failures or key processes interrupted midstream. The secret to successful stoppage is to prevent upcoming jobs from starting while letting current jobs complete. For this, we pick a window of low activity and stop the clients and production queues. They will remain stopped until we're confident the upgrade was successful. Keep an eye for specific statuses like transferring and generating. While the jobs have not been submitted, those statuses will need to be tended to when the system is brought back up. Expect total downtime to extend an hour over planned system downtime. Then we bring the automation engine down. Use the service manager to do this if you have one. If not, use the kill-term command. Whatever option you use, avoid kill-9 at all costs. This can cause major malfunctions. This step is the responsibility of the DBA team. They will execute the UTF-8 SQL statements. This will copy and encode to UTF-8 the remainder of the data, history, messages, object audits, executions, process monitoring data, and so forth. This step is the responsibility of the DBA team. The database is backed up. The database infrastructure should have been prepared so as to execute a restore from a restore point without efforts. You rename your directories. You rename to say -old and rename the version 24s to the standard name. These de facto become your production directories. In doing so, all of your other components like the service manager will find the matching file paths even if they're hard-coded. If you haven't already done so, you should also rename your ori.inize into standard.inize. Run dbload using the version 24 db directory. Wait for the utility to finish executing. Your database is upgraded. Next, you deploy AWI. Just place the version 24 awi.war package in the web applications directory. Configure uc4config.xml with the old host and system information, the connection, the TLS certificate location, and you should be good to go. Make adjustments to configuration.properties. Also, make sure you copy the old plugins in the new webinf auto install directory. Deploy CAPKI on every system hosting a service manager. This is necessary since we're essentially reinstalling those service managers and they need CAPKI. Only then will they be able to handle AE components and connect to the other service managers. You restart your components. Start with service managers, then AE using the service manager, then AWI. Connect via browser. At this point, the last thing you can do is validate the upgrade by executing those test jobs under test queues. If they run, it means your upgrade is valid. You can go ahead and start your production queues. You're now committed to the upgrade and restoring a backup is no longer possible.